my eyes are watering because I just woke up, not because of any other reason. Good morning. It's day 3 of the reading rush already. I can't believe we're almost halfway through. This is going so quickly, and even though yesterday wasn't the most productive day, I'm very confident that today will be. I am already up and I'm reading The Way of Kings. So today, I don't know how much we're reading because a couple of people fell behind yesterday, not going to name any names, and that's okay because I also need to catch up on my other reading that's not The Way of Kings. So I think I'm going to try to read 50 pages today-ish and see how we all do. So that's my plan for this morning because I've still got an hour and a half until I start. No, I start at 9:30, so I've got like 2 hours. I've still got 2 hours until I start work, so I should be able to smash out those 50 pages if I stop getting distracted. I woke up at my normal time this morning and I couldn't get back to sleep because I had a crappy dream about one of the managers at work. And then I went on Twitter and I saw that someone from Book Talk, or 2 people from Book Talk, were just being dickish. One of them made a sarcastic, well, I think it was sarcastic, I'm not really sure what her goal was, but she said something about book Twitter and diversity and then recommended a Sarah J Maas book. Good morning. Octavia's just walked in. Good morning. Where have you been? And the second person said that book blogs are stupid and that no one reads them. And I'm sorry to tell you, but book bloggers literally built this book community for you, so you haven't got a leg to stand on. So that, it didn't make me angry, it just made me a bit like, I don't know, I was just a bit confused because why do you feel the need to insult book blogs? I don't really understand where she was coming from or why she was so upset with book bloggers, but whatever. I'm gonna have some breakfast before I get grumpy. Then I'm going to I'm going to read some more of The Way of Kings. I'm definitely not going to finish it today. And then I don't know if I want to get cracking with The Last Astronaut just yet. I might listen to some of The Switch by Beth O'Leary because I'm still not really in the mood for sci-fi. And so I don't want to get myself into a reading slump on day 3 of the reading rush. So we're going to see how I feel after I've read some of The Way of Kings.
You are Lena Cotton, youngest senior consultant in the business. Cellmount Consulting's One to Watch 2020. And her pencil brows drawn tight with concern. I close my eyes and try to will the fear away, and for a moment it works.
It's about 11 o'clock now, and I've done my reading of The Way of Kings. Well, I've done some of my reading. I'm 180 pages in, which is good. This part 1 is like 500, 600 pages, so I've got a way to go, but I'm taking it easy because I'm reading it with a group of people. In case you don't know, if you haven't watched my other vlogs and you somehow don't know what this is, it's the first book in the Stormlight archive, which is Brandon Sanderson's kind of epic story, and it follows, the first one at least, follows a guy called Kaladin who was in the army but then he was enslaved, kind of like Spartacus. I get strong Spartacus vibes from this. And also a girl or a woman called Shalyn. I don't know how to pronounce her name properly or what Brandon Sanderson had in mind, but I call her Shalyn. She wants to become a scholar because her father has lost all of their money and she needs to find a way to make ends meet, I suppose, and, you know, work her way back up in the world. So I'm working my way through this very slowly for the rest of the week. As you saw, I have listened to a bit more of The Switch. I'm 2 more chapters into that, I think. I'm going to listen to some more of it later once work has calmed down a bit because a member of my team is off sick unexpectedly today, and she's fine. It's just she's not feeling very well. We had to scramble around a bit this morning to find a cover for her and to figure out what her workload was and to kind of share out the responsibilities. So that took up a bit of my time this morning, but I still managed to read a little bit before everything kicked off. And now I'm just taking a quick break. So I've decided not to finish off The Last Astronaut yet because, like I was saying in yesterday's vlog, it's kind of a dry science fiction. There's not much humour in there and it's not very fast paced, so I've decided not to finish it off right now, but I will finish it by the end of the week. And I'm going to start Night Film instead, and even though this is a chunky book, I think this one's 600 pages, yeah, almost exactly 600. It's also told in mixed media format, so they're not full pages, so I think this is going to be a fast paced read. I think it follows a journalist or a detective who's looking into the disappearance or the death of a murdered woman. It says here, on a damp October night, the body of beautiful Ashley Cordova is discovered in a Manhattan warehouse. Though her death is ruled as suicide, investigative journalist Scott McGrath suspects otherwise. I think the journalist has a history with the Cordova family, and I'm expecting this to be really gripping and thrilling, so I'm gonna start it now and see how I do with it in the next half an hour or so. And then at lunch, after my workout, I'll see which one I want to read. I've decided to go to the library tomorrow instead of today. I know that if I go to the library, I won't be able to enjoy my experience because I'll be worrying about work. So I'm gonna do the library tomorrow instead and just read and chill today, and maybe do a bit more of the garden if I can. So as you saw, I listened to a bit more of The Switch while I was doing the washing up, and now my kitchen is sparkling clean. I apologise for the beeping, that's the computer. I'm just turning it on because I'm just about to start editing today's vlog, because I've gotten into a really good routine, I've noticed, of starting to edit the vlog in the morning or around lunchtime, and then I don't have too much to do in the evening, which is great because then I can focus on reading. I have noticed in the past doing daily vlogs I give up because editing and reading side by side often is too much for me. So by editing during the day when I've got the first couple of clips ready, it's really helpful because then I can slowly edit the vlog and it'll be ready by the time I've done my last clip, or almost ready anyway, and then I just have to put the finishing touches on it. And in case you haven't noticed, I don't do anything fancy with my vlogs or anything. Eventually learning how to do filters and to colour correct and things, but it just takes too long to learn, and honestly I don't have time right now. So yeah, at the moment I'm about to edit some of my vlog. I was going to tell you a bit more about The Switch, except I don't really know too much about it right now. I don't really know where the story's going, and I didn't read the synopsis. So I'm going to listen to a bit more of it, and then I'm going to give you an actual summary. But it's an adult contemporary by the same author who wrote The Flat Share, which I loved. It made one of my best books of 2019. It was incredible, so I'm hoping this book's also going to be really good. The narrator is good. The narrator's English, British. I'm finding it quite easy to follow. I do find with American narrators, I struggle with their accents a bit sometimes, not in terms of understanding what's going on, but like connecting to the characters and the story. So that's how that's going. I also managed to read 20 odd pages of Night Film, and it's really good so far. So it starts off with a prologue, which is written in normal prose, and then you get like 20 pages of slides, which is introducing the director whose daughter has died or been killed, and it quickly introduces you to his life, his history, his films, that he's got a cult following, and the fact that he had a daughter who was a pianist and then she allegedly committed suicide. I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm really glad that I picked this one up because it's really fast paced, a lot faster paced than The Last Astronaut. So I'm going to carry on with that after I've done a little bit of editing, and we'll see where I get to today. It's very fast to read as well because it is told in mixed media format. I think after editing I'm going to do a workout and eat something because I am actually quite hungry, and it's now coming up to 12 o'clock, so by the time I've done all of that it will be actually lunchtime. I am unfortunately still working, but I've done my workout, I have showered, so I'm feeling quite fresh and also a little bit weak, but I just wanted to give you an update to tell you that I'm partway through Night Film. I've read almost 200 pages and it is so gripping. So it's telling the story, I think I've said this already, but I'll go into a bit more detail. It's telling the story of a journalist who has kind of been blacklisted because he tried to send people after a film director called Cordova, and this Cordova guy, he kind of made films that were R-rated, also blacklisted, and he kind of had like an underground audience. I don't really know what it's called when stuff like that happens. It's kind of like the movie version of the dark web, I guess. That's probably a very bad description. So this journalist was blacklisted because he tried to send people after him and get him arrested. The director's daughter at the beginning of the book shows up dead, and supposedly she has committed suicide, but it's very unclear as to whether or not she has, and the journalist, who is no longer a journalist, doesn't think that she has. He thinks something dodgy is going on to do with her father, because her father is just not a very nice guy, it sounds like. So the journalist is looking into it. I am loving this format. I really enjoy mixed media format, and the author has done this so well. It flows almost seamlessly. It's basically the journalist's case study of the case, and honestly I really enjoy it. I still have 2 hours left of work, unfortunately, and I'm starting to lag. I think the workout was a bit intense. I did Blogilates. I did a 25-minute abs burner. It focused on my upper, middle, lower, side and all of my abs. So I am dying a little bit. So I'm going to listen to a little bit more of The Switch while I'm working, and then read some more of Night Film this evening. I don't think we're reading any more of The Way of Kings today, so I think I'm going to stop where I was with that, even though I am really enjoying it. So all 3 books at the moment I am enjoying. Such a Fun Age, I won't be reading that again until I go for a run on Thursday or Friday, probably Friday, but I'm really happy with the selection of 4 that I've got going on. Okay, so it's coming up to 9:30 now, so I figured now would be a good place to end the reading vlog because I am exhausted and I want to go to sleep. To quickly recap the day, I've read a bit more of everything. I haven't finished anything new yet, but I'm hoping I'm going to finish at least something tomorrow, and I'll let you know about my goals in tomorrow's video. So I listened to a bit more of The Switch by Beth O'Leary. I am enjoying it, but I'm only a few chapters in, so I need to make some progress on that tomorrow. I'm probably not going to finish it. I have read about 250 pages of Night Film, and I'm really enjoying this one as well. I really like the style that it's told in, and I can't wait to read more of it. I think I'm probably going to finish this one tomorrow because, like I said before, it's very fast paced and really easy to read. And then I've read 200-ish pages of The Way of Kings, which I'm definitely not going to finish yet. Our read along has fallen a little bit behind today, so we're going to try and catch up tomorrow. I think I'm going to try to read about 50 pages tomorrow and get to a good point. Like I said, really enjoying it. This is a reread, so it's not quite so mind-boggling as the other books. So that's where I'm at right now. It's a shame I haven't finished anything in day 3, but I think tomorrow will be better. Thank you so much for watching my vlog, everyone, and I'll speak to you all in tomorrow's video. Bye.